Ron and Ann here, and glad you're here with us for this virtual Valentine's date night.
You know what? I think this is the first time in my memory that we haven't been able to actually do something for Valentine's Day.
Can't go out to a restaurant.
We're not
allowed
go to a movie. Like here where we live in Ontario, we are in a lockdown, literally a stay-at-home order. Yeah. So we're following orders, and here we are. We're home, and we're so glad that you've allowed us to kind of come into your home too and spend this evening together.
It's going to be a great hour or so. I'm not even sure how long it's going to go, but don't worry, it'll keep moving. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
we'll have music. We'll have some videos.
We have so much fun stuff planned for you, and so we're so excited to share it with you.
Our kitchen couples will be with us on a 4-box Zoom thing.
Yeah. Do you remember the kitchen couples from Better Us? We've got Mike Pinball Clemens from the Toronto Argonauts and his wife Diane. And we have Eric and Kara Maines, who represent the 20-something-year-olds. Dan and Danielle McCauley, who represent the little older than 20 with young kids. And
Dan's going to do some music for us at a few different places in the hour, and some fun stuff as well, like the funny thing kids say set to music, a whole bunch of things.
It is hilarious. You are going to love it. It's so much fun. And you know what? This is Valentine's night, and we happen to have the most important ingredient necessary
to
enjoy a Valentine's evening at home together. And that is chocolate.
I knew she was going to say that.
We have chocolate, people. We actually have chocolate fondue.
Yes, we actually showed you on a video Facebook post a while back how you can make it yourself with Anne's special world-famous recipe.
Well, it wasn't world-famous.
Well, it wasn't world-famous before,
but
maybe it is now.
It is now. If you go to our website, abetterus.tv, and click on...
Well, the virtual Valentine's date night, and scroll down that page, and you'll see Anne's recipe.
There. It's so easy, you guys. It's 3 ingredients. Yeah, you're not going to drink it.
I've got it right here.
It's in these little cups with the candle underneath to keep it warm.
We'll be dipping our food. Speaking of the food.
Okay, but first I'm going to tell you that it's such an easy recipe. All it is 3 ingredients, okay? You need a cup of evaporated milk, a cup and a half of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and a teaspoon of vanilla. That's it. You just put it in a pot, warm it slowly on the stove.
If you didn't write it down, it's on the website. Get the food.
Get the food. The food's coming. Okay.
Yes.
And just one more thing about that is it does thicken as it cools, so don't worry about that.
Now we've got our special Valentine's stabbers here.
Don't stab yourself.
Because it has red on the end. There you go.
Just a little. Okay. I'll start with the cherry. We've got cherries, we have bananas, we have strawberries, and angel food cake. Just make an angel food cake, break it up into little pieces, and then
you can dip it in your warm chocolate fondue.
Okay, you guys.
We're making them hungry.
That is so good. You know what? If you didn't make it earlier, and you want to make it now, that's fine. Take us with you to the kitchen. Just grab your laptop, grab your phone, bring us into the kitchen, and we'll just keep going while you make your own chocolate fondue. It's going to be good.
Well, I don't know, but maybe a quicker thing would be some date night popcorn. I just popped this a little while ago. We've got our popcorn holders here.
Set because we need to get going, hon.
Okay.
So to start us off, Dan McCauley put together a compilation of a whole bunch of little clips from famous movies that are just perfect for Valentine's Day. You know, just love story
and some
movies.
TV shows I think are thrown in there.
Yeah, they are.
Little clips you'll see as he's playing. He'll explain what the song is, I think, before he starts it.
So get your chocolate, get your sweetheart, and enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, Ron and Ann? Hey, Danielle and I are so excited to be a part of this night. Thank you guys so much for putting it on. And I'm going to get things kicked off here with one of Danielle and I's favorite modern love songs. It's by Ben Rector. It's called I Will Always Be Yours. And while I do that, we're going to have that movie magic couple good stuff. Here we go.
In a world where things come
Oh, it's you. Been the prince, I've been the pauper, been the star and played the fool, been a winner and a loser, in between them two. And no matter who I might become or who I've been before, I will always be, I will always be yours. I will always be yours. I will always be yours. I will always be yours.
Thanks so much, Dan. That was
Thanks,
great.
Dan.
That was
So
excellent.
nice. You know what? Some of those movie clips were very familiar. In fact,
Right.
my all-time favorite movie was in that clip.
Which is
You should know this. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint.
Yes.
Mr. Darcy.
okay. That's something about pride. Pride and
Prejudice.
Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
That's it. Oh,
Okay.
love,
I think
love that movie.
you've watched that enough, I think, and you don't need to have me watch it with you again.
You know
at least.
what? No, in past Valentine's days, you've watched it with me.
Okay.
He does, and he enjoys it.
After this live broadcast, maybe we are going to watch that.
I have witnesses. You heard him. You heard it here.
You know, not everyone has been feeling necessarily romantic over the last number of months with the
home
home
isolation thing,
isolation
yeah.
and lockdown and all this
Yeah.
stuff. In fact, we came across a video of one couple who were not doing all that well. Let's have a look, at this. There they go. They're starting
no.
to get a
Oh,
little
no.
upset.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, wait. You know
looks
what?
like they're finished.
No, they're not done. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Someone else had to get another word in.
And here they go again.
Okay, so they need to just have a little time, I think, together with other things around, and maybe have a Valentine's night together. That,
And
that would do
like
it.
this. Yeah, hopefully they're watching right now.
Anyway, this is going to be a great night.
Yeah.
If you watched off the top, we told you about some things coming up, and in a moment we're going to see our kitchen couples. But we want to tell you a couple things that we forgot off the top.
Okay.
First of all, why don't you start a watch party or something? If you're on Facebook, there's a
Yeah.
ways you could start a watch party. Other of your friends can join in.
We're all
and
in
be
this
part of
together.
that.
You know what?
Yeah.
We're all locked in together. So, but
And-
social distancing, of course. Yes.
And we want to get some interaction with you. So there's a comments that you'll see on the side there.
we
if
want to
you
hear
wanna-
from you. Where are you watching us from?
Yeah.
Where are you right now? We are in
What town,
southwestern
what city
Ontario.
are you on? What country are you in?
We are just outside of Burlington, Ontario. That's where we are right now. Where are you?
If you're watching on YouTube, you can do comments at the bottom on the page on YouTube. So anyway, we'd love to hear from you on that.
Yep.
Okay, what else are we going to say?
And we have a door prize.
Oh, the door prize. Can't forget about that.
We want you to get something too. We want to bless you. We want to give you something.
And we took a picture
Yeah.
up in our kitchen of the goodies on
Yeah.
on the island there. So there's some great books. There's one of
Mm-hmm.
Anne's books there, and there's Bill and Pam Farrell's
Red Hot
Red
Monogamy.
Hot Monogamy. Yeah.
Now there's a title for you. And then, of course, Cherish. Love Cherish by Gary Thomas. Such a good book.
Mm-hmm. and of course there's some chocolates.
Yeah. Better Us mugs.
And our Better Us mugs with some kisses inside and coasters, a Better Us coasters. Okay, so this is going to be our
Yeah.
grand prize for our door prize, a virtual door. What do you call a door prize when we're
There's
not
no
really
door. There's
there with
not
a
a
door?
door.
Anyway, it's a virtual door.
But it's a real prize that you will
Yes,
receive in the
yes.
mail. So it's
So there-
not a virtual prize.
There's that
it's a real
one,
prize.
and that's the grand prize, and
Yeah.
then the two of the
A Better Us mugs.
second prizes
Yeah.
and third prize
Yeah.
will be the Better Us mugs
Oh, yours have kisses in them.
filled
yes.
with the kisses.
Yeah.
There we go.
So,
And so, how
so we're
do
giving
you
away three prizes tonight.
how do you sign up? You want to know? Okay. Well, there's a link. If you don't, there should be a link somewhere on the Facebook there. You could see a
In the
link
comment
in the
section.
comment section. We'll try to pin
Yeah.
a link
Yeah, we'll
that
do
takes
that.
you to our website, and you can just fill out the form there.
We'll get on that.
And when you do that too, we'll also start sending you once a week. We don't send a lot of email, but once a week it's called Your Weekly Marriage Moment, and it has an inspirational thought, an article, a video.
Just something to help you in your marriage, become stronger, become a better us. So we just want to bless you.
So that's your door prizes. And the other way, if you don't see the link for some reason, you can send an email to doorprize@abetterus.tv.
It's pretty easy.
Simple.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's keep going. I think.
From time to time throughout this hour, you're going to see some of our teaching experts who do some great segments for us on A Better Us. Give some Valentine's greetings.
Yeah. So let's start out with
Doctors Les and Leslie Parrott.
Here they are.
Hey everybody, it's Doctors Les and Leslie Parrott, and we're super excited to be joining you virtually like we all do these days.
I know. Happy Valentine's Day. What a fun date night. We can't believe we get to share it with you and with Ron and Ann.
Yeah, and A Better Us is one of our favorite places to talk about marriage, that is for sure. And so it's always been an honor to be on the program. So we just wanted to send in our greetings tonight and wish you the very best. And here's a little object lesson to kind of keep in mind throughout the evening. I know we're going to have fun on all kinds of fronts, but as we learn a little bit about relationship, I have been fascinated by this thing. It's called a Hoberman sphere, and it's got hundreds of little hinges, right? And if you think about it, if it represents marriage, each of these little hinges is kind of one attribute or one intention.
Yeah, just
in our
one
marriage.
touch point. Might be a great moment of communication, or a laugh we shared, or we dreamed together.
Or managing conflict, or negotiating a lockdown together.
No kidding.
Building intimacy, in-law issues, managing time. All these represent the various facets of our married life together. And here's the deal. As we put into practice all the things that are constantly being taught on A Better Us, as we put them into practice, God allows our relationship, our love life to expand, right? To be everything that He wants it to be, that we want it to be.
Wow.
So, and so we can really enjoy the fullness of everything. And when we don't do that, of course, our love life contracts. And so it says so much about you that you're tuned into this date night with A Better Us. And I know that because of that, your love life will expand.
Yes, and we want to remind you of what we learned in 1 Peter 4. Love each other deeply from the heart, from the center of who you are. And that's what this is all about. Then your love expands.
Absolutely. So we wish you the very best. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm Holly Taylor, station manager at Joy Radio, serving the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area. And we're celebrating 20 years this year. So thank you for choosing Joy.
Well, our A Better Us Valentine's special would not be complete, Ann, without our kitchen couples. And so we're bringing them on Zoom with us.
There they are.
Hey!
Happy
Valentine's Day, you guys!
Happy Valentine's Day!
Love Day.
Yes.
Thank you for spending this most romantic of all evenings with us, with all of us.
Who else would we do that with?
Exactly. We're all in this together, right?
Karen and I were just saying, who do we want to spend Valentine's Day? I was just like, how about my parents?
That's what everyone wants. That's what everyone wants.
With my parents.
So here we are.
That's too funny.
Normally we're in our kitchens. All our kitchens are behind us, but we thought, okay, for this special, everyone, let's get into a different setting in our house and maybe a little more romantic than a kitchen.
I think so. And so
We're by the fire here.
and that looks really warm and cozy.
Toasty.
So
I am very toasty right now.
Back's a little sweaty right now, not gonna lie. We're a little close. We don't usually sit this close.
And Mike and Diane get the award for the most Valentine's outfits. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Looking good, guys.
very nice.
All dressed up with no place to go.
It's a date night in, not a date night out.
There is some place to go.
And more importantly, I have somebody to love.
There you go. And well, speaking of that, so, some of us have had lots of Valentine's days together and some not as many. But can you think of a special Valentine's memory as you go back in the files of your mind? a special memory from Valentine's Days gone by? Anybody?
Ours.
One.
Oh.
Go.
Sorry. Okay, so my Valentine memory would be years ago when two older girls were very little, and my husband decided to get me 24 dozen long stem roses. And in doing that, he placed them inside the washing machine and wrapped the stems. They were all wrapped in 20s or 50s. I can't remember. They were all wrapped, I think it was 50s. They were all wrapped in 50s. And so because I do laundry all the time, when I went to open the washing machine, I find all these beautiful long stem roses wrapped in money, and I just freaked out. It was the coolest thing ever.
Wow.
24 dozen. You mean like a dozen roses 24 times?
No.
No.
That's a house.
24 roses.
Okay.
2 dozen.
Got it.
Yes. Oh.
Okay, so 2 dozen roses.
2 dozen. Okay.
Waiting.
It's like, how do they all fit in the washer?
I was gonna say that's still pretty tight in a washing machine.
But it was the coolest thing ever.
It's on there and just throw the clothes in there and turn it on.
I know, right?
Yes, yeah. My favorite, very quickly, was a little bit different from that. We were in university, and I was in Virginia, she was in Tennessee, and it was on a Friday, I think, and I wrote her a letter every day. And so she had one arrive on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, one on Friday, and it cost me a whole lot less.
Romantic guy. That's just all there is to it.
Well, college students are on a budget usually. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Romance.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say for ours, in terms of Valentine's Days, there's kind of no contest because I actually proposed on a Valentine's Day.
He did.
So
And
21 years
21
ago
years ago
today. And I prefaced it. She was in Bible college, and I was down in Connecticut. So I prefaced it by doing the 14 days of Valentine's Day and sending a card a day.
Yes. I was
leading
the
up to
envy
Valentine's
of
Day.
every girl at Bible college because every day in the cafeteria line where our mail was, I would get there'd be a little red or pink envelope waiting for me in the mail. And somehow, even after all of that and everything he did, he took me to a beautiful dinner.
I wrote a song for you
He wrote
and
a
sang the
song for me and played it in one of the music practice rooms at the college. And still, I had no idea what was coming. I think because I never thought he would actually propose on Valentine's Day. And so
then we went out to dinner, and then we swung by, just there's the really super quick version. We swung by Braeside Camp, which is where we met. And
where he actually told me years before that one day I would make a great wife. And
so then we swung by and it was really snowy. We swung by the tabernacle, peered in. There was a light on in the tabernacle. Oh, why? Let's go find out. So, but it was snowy, and she was all dressed up from dinner. So I actually had to carry you from the car over to the tabernacle and went in, and there was a single spotlight on the stage and a single rose. And she still had no idea, but she fell right into my trap because we had always talked about getting married there. She linked me arm in arm and said, dun, 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 dun. She didn't know, and she still did that.
Clue. I just
Anyways,
thought he was being nice for Valentine's
and so I
Day.
proposed right there on the stage where we actually eventually got married.
Yes, right in the same spot.
Very
We got
romantic.
engaged, and then we got married a year and a half later.
Yep.
You win.
Well done,
You
Dan.
win. Hands down. You won.
Then-
there was no.
And then after that, I always have to say, we got the car stuck in the snow on the side of the road, and all of his family was waiting for us to hear that I said yes, but we were so late because we got stuck in the snow. They thought something might have gone wrong, but
I was in my suit trying to push the car out of the snow, and she was in the driver's seat. She's supposed to be the one stepping on the gas, but she's just looking at her ring, and she's stepping on the gas, and all this snow and slop is like spinning up from the back tire and covering my whole
It
suit.
was nice.
In the
suit,
so that was the finale to it. But
the grand finale.
Okay,
That is
good
an amazing
story.
I love that
I
story.
wish that we would have went before you, because now we had
I'm
a fun
sorry.
time.
Don't worry, ours is going to be the worst. So go ahead. You go.
Perfect. Yeah, to follow that, a memorable Valentine's Day that came to my mind was when we were in college. And yes, and keep in mind, it is on a college budget. It was Valentine's Day. I wanted to do something special for Kara, but special for me was within my budget was the dollar store, and let's go find what we can do. But I made a little bit romantic. I made a little personal. And so I went and I got a bunch of different things from the dollar store, and I attached little sticky notes to them, and I handed it to her, and like things like a Kit Kat bar. And I wrote, I'm lucky because I'm a lucky guy because you're such a Kit Catch. And it was like a glue stick, and I was just like, stick with me, babe. And like there's a battery.
Now, you come by puns honestly.
Powerful.
Sorry, keep going.
Last one, Eric.
Chocolate hearts, and like, you're such a sweet heart.
Oh.
Like, disposable camera, like, I love making memories with you, like smaller different things like that. And it was a memorable one because I had a lot of fun doing it and putting it together. And I think
it was cute. I feel like it was the beginning of dad jokes.
Exactly.
Like that was foreshadowing what I was getting into with not only you, but like
I learned from my own dad.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, you, Eric, are now a dad, and Kara's a mom, of course. It's been just over a year now, and I'm sure Bradley is sleeping right now.
Can we see him?
Yeah, let's take a look. We got him over here.
Nana needs to see my bowl.
Baby
There he is right there.
Oh.
There he is. Hi,
Bradley. Favorite mustache there.
Hi, Nana. Hi, Nana.
That's what I'm going to be doing after our date night in, because the fireplace is making me.
My favorite Valentine's memory was when we were engaged and we were out to dinner, and we actually got each other the exact same Valentine's card without even knowing. And they're like 2 watermelons. And then this is what they read. I can read it out so you guys don't have to try and figure that out. It says, my fiance, you and me, deliciously right, totally sweet.
Oh.
I think she gave me mine first, and then I looked at it and I was just like, you're never gonna believe this. And so I
that is awesome.
Mine's like,
that's right.
I love it. Okay, our story is just a sweet little story.
It falls into the category of the low budget college thing as well.
Sure. Actually, it was our very first Valentine's Day. It was our third date. We had our first date on February the 12th, and then 1982, and then February 13th we went out again, and February 14th we happened to take a picture. If you guys can see that.
Oh,
I've seen that picture
look at
before.
The hair. Nice on both of you.
39 years ago tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we went to Shoney's.
Yeah.
Because I used to waitress at Shoney's many moons ago. And so
and those who know Shoney's in the U.S., it is not a 5-star restaurant.
No, it's not. But anyway, so we had a nice meal. I ordered a Dr. Pepper. And as I finished my Dr. Peppers with the straw, lots of ice in the cup, I look at the bottom of the cup, and staring at me from the bottom of the cup is a spider looking up at me, round in the bottom of my Dr. Pepper. And so I just kind of stared at it. This is our third date. It's Valentine's night. And I didn't know if I should say anything. And I said, there's a spider in my drink. And so he looked at it. He didn't know what to do. And so then I just burst out laughing. And I said, maybe we should name him. So we named George. And so George the spider was a part of our very first Valentine's Day.
How romantic.
He was the third wheel.
I think I see George behind you on the wall there, Mom. Look out.
And he's been a part of our Valentine's ever since. No. Oh
That
my
memory has legs.
Yeah. Well, this is fun, you guys. Okay, so part of what we do at A Better Us is we do a lot of traveling actually with Dan and Danielle.
Not lately.
Well, yeah.
Not lately.
But
Doing date nights.
Usually we do doing date nights where we do some fun marriage teaching, just light stuff, but really fun stuff.
Dan does some music, and Danielle does some fun things as well on
And
stage
there's some
with
comedy, and it's a really fun date night together. So we thought we'll bring a little piece of that into this part.
Danielle, tell us
Well, I cannot wait because normally I do this. When I do it, I bring other couples from the crowd, and we've never done it. So tonight we get to do it along with you guys. So what you all need, I need all of you. I know we're having a date night in, but you all need a shoe.
And we knew that was coming, so we got our shoes ahead of time.
Everyone. So first of all, I just have to say, I haven't worn these heels in a long time. We've had a lot of nights in it. It's more slippers, right? Am I right, people? We've been doing a lot of slippers. This I bought for my birthday after I had a baby and didn't really want to buy new clothes. But this was online and it was called the Danielle shoe. So I was like, Lord,
Match made in heaven.
It's a sign.
How else can you get a Danielle shoe unless you get someone that you know who designs shoes to like make one and name one?
Yes, as much.
Do we
as
know
I
anyone
love
like that
these,
here who
there's
designs
some
shoes?
other heels that need to be represented tonight. So ladies, show me your heels. Diane, what do you have?
Valentine's memory. Mike and Diane win the shoe thing. Show us your shoes, you guys.
Are you ready? I don't know if they're ready for this. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I was not ready for it.
Oh, nobody ain't nobody ready for that.
You need eye protection wearing those.
Yes.
Yeah, done. Mike, show us your shoe.
All right. Well, inspired by Diane and also purchased by Diane.
Cannot be outdone by Diane.
Whoa.
Oh.
Some shoes.
So when you wear that, that gives her an excuse to wear whatever she wants on her feet. It balances out.
Yes.
Okay.
The only challenge that remains is this shoe is actually taller than I am.
The shoe is.
Hey, Danielle, explain why we each have one of each other's shoes.
Okay, so obviously the heel represents the girls. Now, Kara, you have to show what shoe you have.
So I was looking for shoes for this game and I came across my wedding shoes, but I could only find one, but I still wanted to show them off.
Because they're amazing.
Yes.
You need to find that other one.
I know, I still have to find
It's
it.
probably in our garage in the box.
We just moved, so it's probably
You need stilts to match up to your man anyways.
ceremony, and then that was it. And I went into flip flops, but it was still worth it. And they were beautiful for pictures. So, and they're Barbie edition. So I had to.
Yes, they're gorgeous. And then last but not least, Anne, you have to show us your lovely.
All I have is my Cinderella slippers.
I love those.
Nothing fancy.
Very dainty, classy, chic. So all the ladies have gorgeous heels, and then the guys, I don't know, Dan has.
It's Converse. I have Converse.
You know,
Not
but
fancy.
it just represents
It's rock and roll.
So the Converse for us is representing Dan, the husband, and then the heels representing the wife. And now all we're gonna do, it's very simple. Normally I pull up a couple couples from the crowd up, but we're gonna all do this together.
Okay.
And normally we're back to back and we can't see each other's answer. So you gotta just shoot it up right away. Go with your gut.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask some questions like who normally does this in the relationship? Who does that? Who's known for this? And you're going to put up who you think. Is it you or your spouse?
Okay.
And we're going to see if you think the same way.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, this is going to be fun. I cannot wait to do this. So let's start out nice and easy.
Okay.
Who chased who, or who made the first move? I had a feeling. Okay.
We're all on the same one.
Yes.
Who said, I love you first? I was shortly after. I said thank you after he said I love you.
Buddy the
I had to wait. Who makes the better breakfast?
That's a toughie. Because he makes Saturday morning pancakes.
Oh, that deserves
The
a scoop.
blueberry guy.
Saturday
I think the men got this. Okay, who is the better listener?
Oh, Diane doesn't want to give in to.
Okay. Who is the better dresser? Finally, I can put a shoe up. That's right, men. That's right. Okay.
Good answer.
We know what's good for us.
That's right.
Okay. Who wears the pants in the family?
Oh, really?
Listen, don't be deceived. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
That's
So
you wear the sparkly shoe.
I might as well keep mine up for this because it's who is more likely to get lost.
I see that shoe.
One time I got lost and I called Eric and he directed me home by Find My iPhone.
I signed it on my iPhone.
Wow.
Whatever works. Whatever
Wow.
works.
Yeah,
That's a good
continue
idea,
500
actually.
kilometers.
We made
Turn right. You've arrived at your destination.
Okay, who says I'm sorry first? I feel like we're ever since a better us, we've learned.
I don't know.
Okay. Who spends more time on their phone? I don't know. This last season, I'm gonna say this.
I don't think so.
Normally this, but
That there's a game that you like on your phone,
That's
a
true.
word game, Ann, that says she spends quite a bit of time on it.
Wordscapes. I am hooked on Wordscapes. I'm on level 9,400 out of 10,000.
Well, I did not know this. I did not know this.
okay. Who loses their keys, glasses, or wallet more? Oh, Kara.
He forgets them. Yeah.
Mike, there's no denying whenever it's the bling is right there. Okay, who is the responsible one? You don't need to.
I mean, I
Okay, who spends the most time in the bathroom? Getting ready or doing other things? I don't know. It equals out.
I'm calling you out, Mike.
And Dan too.
Ours equal out, I think. Okay. Who complains more?
Who complains more?
Mike refuses to.
I'll put it up for him.
Now this might be kind of both because I think we make each other do this. Who is always running late?
Well, I know your shoe went. His shoe went.
We're
up.
going in the car.
was a quick one.
Waiting for me.
We're not late a lot.
We're both running late all the time because one of us makes both of us late, so we're both running.
Exactly. Okay, this might be my favorite one to do in a crowd. It's a crowd pleaser. Who has the craziest family? Kara.
That's okay. The other shoe too, Kara.
I love that one. I get couples into trouble with each other. Okay, who's smellier?
What does that mean?
Smelly. Who stinks the most?
Oh.
Who cries the most?
Mike just smelled his shoe.
Who cries the most? Who's the crier? Come on.
He's got a soft heart too. He's got a soft spot.
He does.
Yeah, I think we're pretty even.
Who drives their spouse the most crazy? I know it. It's me. It's me. It's me.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, they drive each
Oh.
other. They both drive each
Oh,
other.
they're.
And finally, who is the most embarrassed or ashamed right now? There's no shame at her. There's no embarrassment.
Whatever.
Good job, guys. I think you were all very honest. Good answers. You can talk amongst yourselves after the recording, after you're off camera. I hope I didn't cause too much trouble.
Okay, well, thanks, Danielle.
Yeah,
That was
you're
fun. We've never done that over Zoom before.
we have never done that, played that game before.
We've probably gone on a fair length already, but we thought maybe just we'll leave people with a suggestion, an encouragement for their marriage, and maybe a little bit of
For
advice.
you, we know you're spending your Valentine with us, and we feel like we know you. You feel like you know us from the show, and so we just thought we'd ask each of the kitchen couples just one little nugget to leave us with about marriage and how to just, I don't know, do it right, do it well.
Mike and Diane, you want
I'll
to
start. I would say time. Make sure that you find time for each other, no matter what, no matter how crazy your schedules get, no matter how busy life gets, find time for the two of you to just connect. And the other thing would be just to give each other the right to be wrong.
All right. Well, we're on the same page. So I was going to sort of further to that, kind of say something around time, and that is having patience, right, with each other, being patient with each other, and she just so on Valentine's Day. We purposely avoid arguments, don't we? We don't want to argue. We don't want to, and really that's the way we should be all the time. And sort of avoiding the challenges and seeing the best in each other at all times. So my challenge to you is to see your bride every day the same way you do on Valentine's Day.
Sweet.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go next because I'm actually just going to echo what Diane said, especially for parents, couples with kids during this pandemic. I think the way that we have survived is with each other, because this has been such a treacherous year that we've needed each other to rely on. I've needed him to vent, or we just need to have some fun times together. So if you need to just get out in the car, go through the drive-through of your favorite fast food restaurant, or we have a Dairy Queen down the road from us with a drive-through. We've been through there. Go get ice cream together in the car. Too many times. You know, just be away from the kids for a little bit and connect and remember why we're in this and who we're in this with. And so I would just say that, and find something you really enjoy doing together. We binge watched Cobra Kai. That was something we did this past year, and we're excited to, put the kids to bed and go watch it together. So just, I would say the time thing is a definite factor this year, especially for couples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'll throw in the mix. It's the little things. Just do the little things, little things here and there. Yesterday, you said you were inspired by a Better Us meme.
Yes, I was
on the Facebook page. But we
were both up in bed.
Yeah, and she made me popcorn. She went down and I'll make you popcorn. She went down and got out.
We have the warm flannel sheets right now. It's really cold in Buffalo, and neither one of us wanted to get out, but he said, I'm hungry. And I said, I will go make popcorn. And that was a little thing of a meme. Better.
It was nice.
Do something to make your spouse happy. Yeah.
For us, earlier I mentioned that we are millennials, so we're younger. And so one thing that I found, and we just found this out, our phones do this fun thing where you can actually turn them off. You can actually turn it off. And so our advice to you guys would be unplug and do something together. Go on a walk, do a home project together, do arts and crafts. I'm not sure what your thing is, but unplug and do it together. That's something that we're still trying to work on, but I think that's some pretty good advice.
I think this is one of your strongest intimacy killers too. And I think that goes for all areas in your marriage. I know. So I'm a big book reader and I normally read it off my phone, but there are many nights where Eric's like, can you just stop reading and spend time with me? Because like, even though in this COVID season, a lot of us are working from home and we're together a lot more, I think sometimes in this season too, you can feel the furthest apart because now you're just always together and you're just doing your thing to survive this season. So like Eric said, we're trying and we're learning how to turn these off and unplug. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But it's
The
been
difference
so good.
between time together and intentional time together.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very good.
Good.
I love it. Thank you, guys. Those are good. Those are really
Well,
good.
Ann and I have the advantage in this special broadcast we're doing that we're on throughout the hour or however long it ends up being. Who knows?
Who knows?
But so at the end of the program of the broadcast, we're going to share some thoughts as well, just to wrap things up. And
So we have to stay watching to see you.
so, hey, that
So
we
don't
were
go
teasing
anywhere.
for you to
That's
make sure you
right.
stay
That's
watching.
right.
So this has been fun, guys. Thanks so much for taking the time on.
Right. Great to see everybody
So
too.
good to
Happy
see
Valentine's
good.
Day, everyone.
you in person.
Yes.
And we love being a part of A Better Us with you. And thank you for watching and spending time with us from your home on this nice, cozy Valentine's night. We love you. I love it, Diane. Here you go.
I'll do it.
Oh, I'll do that.
We're all doing it.
Okay.
We'll work on it, honey. We'll work on it.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Happy
Bye.
Way
Valentine's
to catch a pass though.
Yeah,
You
that's
do
right.
that. You can do that.
So you got to make from a pass catching to the love. Okay, there you go.
Ah, there you go. Bye, you guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Hey there, we are Dave and Ashley Willis with XO Marriage, and we just want to wish you guys a very happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and thank you to Ron and Ann for the opportunity. We love what you're doing with The Better Us. We were able to be on the program last year, and it was such an honor for us. We love the work you're doing to help couples all over the world. And for all of you who are watching, I know it's been a tough year for a lot of us. The pandemic, COVID, just all of it. It's just been kind of some crazy times.
Yeah.
But lean into each other and lean on the Lord more than ever. Better days are ahead. Just what you're doing right now, taking some time to grow in your relationship with each other. So something as simple as watching this and then letting it spark conversation in your marriage can make such a difference.
It can, and just keep on working on your marriage. You know, none of us arrive. We never achieve the perfect marriage because there's no perfect people out there. And I don't know about you, but I take great comfort in that. That means we're all works in progress. We always need to monitor and adjust, no matter how many years we've been married. And so take comfort in that and know that God is with you. He is for you. And don't fight against each other, but fight for each other.
That's so good. Hey, guys, if you want to connect with us, we're Dave and Ashley Willis. We're the hosts of the Naked Marriage Podcast. You can find us there. Thanks, Ron and Ann, for the great work you're doing at A Better Us. And to all of you, God bless and happy Valentine's Day.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gary Chapman, author of The 5 Love Languages. I always enjoy being a part of A Better Us. Isn't that what we all want? You know, Ron and Ann work hard to help us be a better us. So let me say Happy Valentine's Day. And be sure and speak the primary love language of your spouse today and every day, especially in this COVID time when we're having all the stress. Keeping the love tank full makes all the difference in the world.
All right, good to hear from Dr. Gary Chapman. So well known for the 5 love languages, right? And if you want to discover your own love language, if you're wondering, I haven't done that before and I'd like to know what it is.
It's been a while and you forgot.
If you go to our website, abetterus.tv, on the homepage, just scroll down, you'll see Dr. Chapman's face there, and you can click on Discover Your Love Language.
Well, on A Better Us, we love to have lots of experts who help us to figure out how to do life well together as a married couple.
I don't know if you've ever watched the program, but it's kind of a fast-moving thing. We have our kitchen couples, we discuss and we back-talk the different teachings that we hear of these world-renowned marriage teachers.
We talk about things like anger and conflict resolution and what to do when you feel like walking away, maybe.
Right.
Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we need to weed through in our marriages, and the important thing is to just keep on going. Don't give up.
And you can catch us on betterus.tv. You can watch online. You can also watch on television if you watch Yes TV in Canada, the Miracle Channel, Daystar Canada, and a few networks. But it's always different ways. In our YouTube channel, we've kind of taken a lot of the content and put it into bite-sized chunks, and it's easily digestible there. You could use it for a Bible study, perhaps. And so at our YouTube channel for
It's
a Better
all
Us, watch
there
for it.
for you. We just want to bless you and bless your marriage. Another way we can bless you tonight is with that door prize. Don't forget.
Oh, the door prize.
Don't forget.
Okay, so here's a picture of the door prize. A lot of goodies in there. You don't want to miss out on it. And so you can simply look for a link on the Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you're watching. And you can go to the door prize draw form where you can just fill that out. Yeah. And you can either win that top prize, or the second and third prize are a couple of mugs filled with those Hershey's Kisses. Yeah, and so you can either click the link, fill out the form, or just send an email to doorprize@abetterus.tv.
All right.
There you go.
And let's take one more minute and hear from another one of our experts, Neil and Cheryl Josephson. Here they are.
Hi, everybody. It's Neil and Cheryl Josephson from Family Life Canada.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We are delighted to be part of the Better Us teaching team and delighted to be with you on this virtual Valentine's date night.
Cool idea. Hey, one thought we just want to share with you, and it's this. It comes from Isaiah chapter 42, verse 16. This is a verse that Cheryl and I have been living with pretty much all through COVID, and it's so good. I'm going to read it for you, okay? God says, I will lead the blind along a path they never knew to places where they've never been. Man, that sounds like COVID, doesn't it? And he goes on to say, I will change darkness into light, and I will make the rough ground smooth. Man, those are great, great promises. And we just want to share those with you. Not just COVID, but isn't that marriage? Places you've never known, things you've never experienced before. And God promises to go with us. So whatever you're feeling today, COVID, or there's other issues, we're working with a young couple who are expecting their first child, and they're excited about it, and they're scared about it. And
they have no idea what's
they're
ahead.
going to places they've never been before,
Yes.
right? Another couple that we're working with right now is struggling real hard, and they're doing a great job working with mental illness, but it's changing their marriage and their home, and they need to know that God's with them in that darkness. We want you to know that too.
Yeah, so this Valentine's Day, as we celebrate our love for each other as husbands and wives, let's also take time to thank God and ask God to bring light into the darkness and to smooth out those rough places in the path ahead.
Read that verse for yourself, because it ends this way. God says, I will do these things for my people, and I will not abandon them.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
I hope you're enjoying your evening so far. I'm Holly Taylor from Joy Radio, and you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Just search @MyJoyRadio.
Well, thank you again for spending your Valentine's night with us. And you know what? A very important part of this very special night is music.
And we have a very accomplished musician and songwriter joining us, along with his wife, and they also happen to be family. My sister Elaine and her husband Bruce Stacy. Thanks, guys, for joining us on Zoom.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you all as well. It's so nice to be here with you.
Virtual love and hugs going out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, I see the love on Elaine's shirt.
Yeah. So it's love is everywhere. Speaking of love, you know, we have you guys with us for a very important reason, and we're going to get to that in just a minute. But let's get to the most important stuff. Is how many Valentine's days have you guys spent together?
Well, we've been married 42 years now, so 42 Valentines as married couple. And we've got 4 children and 7 grandchildren.
Wow.
So, a lot happens.
How did that happen?
Now, Bruce, I know that music has always been a really important part of your life. In fact, I think it's safe to say that you've written hundreds of songs, from songs for kids to inspirational songs to love songs. There's just lots there.
And the reason we wanted to have you guys on is because you're going to be releasing very soon a new album that's especially appropriate for a Valentine's Day to talk about it.
Yeah.
And you're even going to play, Bruce, an unplugged version of one of those songs in a moment there with your guitar.
I love that song.
But Bruce, tell us about this new album.
Well, this has been in the works for a little while. Back when we were celebrating our 35th anniversary, rather than taking Elaine on a cruise or coming up with some other kind of special gift for the 35th, maybe she'd prefer the cruise looking back, I decided to write her a couple of love songs and record them for her. And while I was at it, I recorded several other love songs that I had written many years ago for Elaine and had never recorded them. So I presented that to her on her 35th anniversary. And I got to thinking a couple of years later, folks loved those songs, just close family and friends that heard them, that, you know, if I added a few more to this, we could have an album of love songs, and that might be kind of nice. So COVID opened up the door for me to, you know, fulfill a few bucket list projects, couple of passion projects. And this love album titled This Is Our Time is one of them. So we're really excited to be sharing this music with everyone.
Wow. So, I'm just doing the math right now. Let's see. We've been married 36 years, and the number of love songs you've written to me, none. So there's a piano.
Sorry about that, Ron. Sorry about that.
Somebody needs to get busy, is what I'm thinking.
I'll get right on that as soon as I have a musical bone implanted in my body. It's a specialized surgery, I think. Anyway,
well, you certainly kept her laughing, though, with all your jokes, Ronnie.
That's true. That's
Whoops,
true.
I called you Ronnie. That's my little brother. Anyways, you always kept Anne laughing with all your jokes. You were definitely the jokester in the family.
That's true. He is. He really.
Maybe there's some work. Maybe there's some work for me as a ghostwriter. You know.
Oh, there you go.
Those husbands who are trying to make an impression. There could be a little business opportunity there. So Ron, we'll talk offside a little later.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or I could go on the road with you, Bruce, because back when I was a teenager, I was one of your roadies for the Stacy Band, going out, traveling around, setting up for concerts, and so that goes back a ways, I think. Anyway.
But you know what? You're holding a guitar because you were about to sing a song that you wrote specifically for Elaine in the season of life that many of us find ourselves in right now. Tell us about the song you're about to sing.
Well, This Is Our Time is it's certainly a love song. And the setting was, you know, we have our date nights that we try to get out for, not so much during this year because of the restrictions, but normally we're out for our little dates, and we really treasure those quiet evenings for dinner. And I recall one evening just looking across the table at Elaine as we were waiting for the meal to come, and it was nice, candlelit, much like the setting here, and just kind of being overwhelmed all of a sudden at just the history we shared together, the love we had for each other, and that found its way onto the page as lyrics and music came, and This Is Our Time was born. And that was the song, that was the song I wrote for our 35th particularly. So we're really happy to be able to share that with you tonight.
Oh, that's so nice. It was a whole new season of life, empty nesters and all that. And so,
yeah, I
so
love
that's
that.
Very special. If you go to brucestacy.com, you can find, you know, this album. You'll find out when it's coming out, when it's available, and other projects Bruce is working on.
Lots and other albums too that once you hear Bruce's music, I'm sure you're going to want to find out more. So yeah, brucestacy.com.
And so now to sing the title song of the new album, This Is Our Time. Here's Bruce.
This is our time, you and I, here and now by this grace. And your love means more than the world to me. My heart is yours, Elaine. Tears in my eyes, don't know why. You just touch me that way, and you're so beautiful tonight, my love. I dare not look away, lest the moment fade from some perfect dream I should awake. Take my hand and say those 3 old words to save me. heart against mine beating. Passions run so deep, I'm falling for you like the first time that we met. This is our time, you and I, here and now by this grace. And your love means more than the word to me. My heart is yours, Elaine. This is our time. This is our time.
Hello, this is Bill Farrell.
And this is Pam Farrell.
And it is our honor to be one of the guest relationship experts on A Better Us.
We are wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day. And we have 4 quick things to share if you're trying to plan some love, some red hot monogamy, some fun activities for your Valentine's.
So you can keep love alive in your relationship if you take time to listen with curiosity and stay fascinated with each other.
And then observe, what does your spouse really love? What are their favorite brands, their favorite drinks, their favorite snacks? Just bundle all those up together and makes a great gift.
And then vary. Bring some variety into where you go to romance each other and where you go to have red hot monogamy with each other.
And then lastly, E, you're going to want to extract. Take something that's typically Valentine-y, typically romantic, say a box of chocolates, and then give it your own spin. So open up that box of chocolates, buy her a great pair of earrings, and replace one of those chocolates with those fun earrings. So take something that is romantic and give it your tilt and your personalization.
Because our hope for you is that your love grows this year, because we love because God first loved us, from 1 John 4:19. Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, welcome back. We just are enjoying a little bit of our chocolate fondue here. The recipe's on our website.
betterus.tv. You're going to want this recipe, believe me.
Just go to the virtual Valentine's night link page, and it's at the bottom of that page.
But we need to say thank you to Bill and Pam Farrell. They're one of our teachers on A Better Us. Love them.
They're most famous for Men Are Like Waffles, Women Are Like Spaghetti, that book.
More food.
But the book that is part of our door prize, grand prize, is called Red Hot Monogamy. I love that title, eh? And so there's a cartoon I came across that I thought, well, maybe the couples need to read Bill and Pam's book. And so
The couple from the cartoon.
From the cartoon.
Okay.
Here's the cartoon.
Okay, let me see
Have
it.
a look.
Let me see it.
And so there we go. So the wife's there saying,
oh no,
okay, you can have another spin, but only because it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, no. Poor guy.
So there's the
there
poor
in his
guy
underwear.
trying to get lucky with the spin. But anyway.
Oh my goodness.
No, the book Red Hot Monogamy would be a better way to go with that.
Yeah, I think they need that book is what they need.
Anyway, that's part of the big door prize.
Yeah.
Several books, Anne's book, including Anne's book, some chocolates, some A Better Us mugs with Hershey's Kisses and everything. And so if you haven't found the link yet, it should be there somewhere on the comments page, or just send an email to doorprize@abetterus.tv.
And also thank you to Bruce Stacy for that beautiful song, Our Time. You know, we are almost empty nesters. We've been married 36 years.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. How long have you been married? We would love to know. Let us know.
Put a comment.
Put it in the comment section. Yeah. And so anyway, but just because we've been married that long doesn't mean we have forgotten the adventure of raising children, because it is definitely an adventure. Isn't it? All the twists and turns and
absolutely,
surprises.
In fact, let me try to turn this over to we're kind of next to our family picture wall here in our basement, and there you can see some of the gang, and so it's hard to believe we now have 3 grandchildren and
our daughter
2 on the way.
Our
I know
daughter.
I messed up the screen. Sorry.
Yeah, our daughter is due in next month anyway, and we got another grandbaby due in the fall. So it's so exciting.
It is.
But I was starting to say, because raising kids is an adventure. You literally, I better put this down because I could hurt somebody.
You're swinging that pretty close to my eyes.
You never know what they're going to say. Like, they come up with some real doozies, don't they? Like the day our 4-year-old grandson, Declan, took my face in his hands, stared deeply into my eyes, and said, "Nana, you are my favorite poopy butt." He did. Poopy butt. I'm his favorite.
4-year-olds, I think anything poopy is kind of a
big part of the vocabulary.
A lot.
Big
with them,
part
for
of
sure.
his vocabulary for sure. Well, Dan and Danielle McCauley, they travel with us when we go across the country doing our date nights. We've done many of them, coast to coast.
Or just marriage seminars.
Yeah.
We can do seminars across the country.
Absolutely. When we're not on lockdown.
Yes, it's been a while.
Stay at home.
It's been a while. Haven't
because
done
of
that.
COVID.
Mhm.
But anyway, we're going to get back up there soon. But part of our date nights is something that Dan does, because Dan and Danielle are right in the thick of raising 2 little boys, and they know all about that adventure.
But he put to music some funny things kids say. Now, these are actual things that kids have said.
Nothing is made up here, okay,
that's right.
people?
Some of them are even from their own kids.
And you put it to music, it is hilarious. This is a part of our date night when we're going to share it with you.
So someone in the
we want
audience
you to enjoy it.
kind of captured it on video. So
Just on their iPhone or something. But anyway, we know you're going to enjoy this. So watch this.
100% of them are real quotes from real children, and I just set them to music for your listening enjoyment tonight. So this is Things Kids Say, musical edition. Come and snuggle with me. I made some room for your big butt. That's how it's gonna be. There's a rhinoceros in my room. He's my pet, and he eats anyone who spares me. Mommy, can we iron Grandma's face? They're just trying to be helpful. It's an honest question. And the dog is all wet, 'cause I peed on her head. It was like rain for poor thing. When my dad's not looking, I fart in his coffee. That explains the bubbles. When I eat my booze, I get a cough. That was my son. Full disclosure, proud moment. He was explaining that to the nurse of why he was there in our office. This next one is my son as well. Because we were having a little conversation about some miracles that Jesus did, like turn water into wine and such. And so he said, I can do miracles too. I can turn food into poop. And he can. All as I've ever known him. He possessed that talent. When my mom and my dad practice wrestling, I get to eat a whole bowl of ice cream. Watch any movie I want. Now that was not one of my kids. was, actually. Because that is awesome parenting right there. It's fun for everyone. Dad, when mom dies, can we get an axe? Fair trade. Girls don't have peanuts, only boys have peanuts. I don't write it, folks, I just sing it. Daddy, can you please go somewhere else and smell? My dad used to be rich, then he married my mom. Jesus was in the kitchen, he told me I could have a cookie. I'm not sure how you argue with that one. Mom, when you get to heaven, will you be able to jump on the trampoline without wetting your pants a little bit? This is a circle, this is a square, and this one is a rectangle. Mommy, I don't need a bath, can't you just Febreze me? That kid's gonna go far. That is some good creative problem solving. Okay, one last thing kids say set to music. When your dad is mad and he asks you, do I look stupid? Don't answer him.
Well, thanks, Dan, for those things kids say. Aren't they hilarious? Never know what a kid's going to say.
Those. I love those. And to think that kids actually said exactly those things, like that is so funny. But if you have kids, you know that they do come up with some real doozies, don't they?
That's an example of some of the things that we do on our live date nights when we've been out and in churches or auditoriums and do date nights. But haven't been able to do that for a while. But God willing, we'll get back into that.
We will return. We'll be back. We will be back. But you know what? Unfortunately, we know that marriage isn't always fun and games, is it? I mean, sometimes you go through tough times. You can get stuck in a rut. You can sometimes find yourself on the edge of a cliff, about to cross a line that you never thought you would cross. And so because of that, I am so glad that at A Better Us, through Heart to Heart Marriage and Family Ministries, we have something called marriage coaching.
Yeah, and so joining us now via Zoom are David and Wendy, our own marriage coaches for Heart to Heart Marriage and Family Ministries, who are the producers of A Better Us.
That's right.
So David and Wendy, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day to you and to everybody watching tonight.
Absolutely. Now, you guys, I'm not saying like with age comes wisdom. And so you've had several Valentine's days together. So, how many have you had together, really?
We've had a couple.
Yeah.
We've had 48. It'll be 49 in May.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's not 48 good ones. There were a few rough ones. So 38 fantastic ones. And the first 10, well, we were learning.
Could have been better.
Could have been a lot better. Absolutely. But God got a hold of our lives and totally transformed our lives and our marriage and our whole family. And we are so grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm very grateful that actually when Christ came into my life and changed me, he also at the same time told me that when I went home, I was not to push religion or the Bible on Wendy. I was to allow him to love her through me. And when I really thought about that, it's as we've coached over the years, we have come to realize that we can't change each other. So that day, God changed me. And when I allow him to change me, Wendy liked what she was seeing and she began to change. So we tell people oftentimes, because we get countless emails through our subscription that we have, the Marriage Moments. And people are always saying, that their spouse is doing this or is doing that. I don't know how can I change them? You can't change each other. But when we begin to work on our own changes, God automatically brings about the change in our spouse when they begin to see it.
Right.
Because you guys actually, you dealt with some of the toughest stuff you could. I mean, David, you were unfaithful early in your marriage, and Wendy, you were ready to leave with your 3 kids.
I was.
That's when God stepped in and totally transformed you, David, into a new man, a new creation. And that's what people need to hear, that God can change people.
So if people go to abetterus.tv and you click on the coaching tab at the top, you'll find David and Wendy's picture. You actually will see a video of their full story, personal story that they didn't get into tonight. But and then there's also the coaching resources there. You could fill out a form if you're interested in having personal marriage coaching. It can be done over Zoom.
I was going to say, you guys will coach over Zoom, which is
we're doing a lot of that recently.
Anywhere around the world.
Yep.
And so we're so thankful that you're part of the team, David and Wendy. We love you guys. And thank you so much for just being so faithful to what God has called you to do. We're so excited that we're all working in this together.
Yeah, for sure. And it's our pleasure to do that.
Well, happy Valentine's Day once again.
Yeah,
happy Valentine's Day to you and all the
people to finish celebrating.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What an incredible celebration of love tonight. It's Holly Taylor for Joy Radio, and we have our Joy Radio app that you can check out at joyradio.ca.
What's happening, A Better Us family? I hope you guys are having an incredible night with Ron and Ann. Listen, my name is Mike Roncesvalles. I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm on A Better Us pretty often, I think, and I want to tell you guys how much of a privilege it is for me to work with you, to be able to speak into your life. And I've got one little piece of encouragement for you tonight. You ready? It's to you guys out there. Husbands, I just want you to remember, your job is to love your wife the way Christ loved the church. So much so that you'll lay yourself down for her. That's pretty crazy challenging for all of us, right? But my encouragement to you is, you've got this. You can do this. There are things in your life that you feel like you can't let go of, right? They define you. But your only job is to say, there are moments when I'm going to lay that stuff down. I'm going to lay down what I think I need so that I can love her the way Christ has called me to. All right, guys, let's do this together this year. I hope you have a great night tonight. Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mike.
Yeah.
He's on the beach normally on our Better Us TV program. There's a segment called On the Beach with Dr. Mike.
That would be Cocoa Beach, Florida, actually.
That's where he does the teachings, and there's the sand and the beach and the palm trees and the warmth.
And no snow.
No snow.
But do they have chocolate fondue? That's what I want to know. You know what? Probably. Yeah, I bet they do have chocolate fondue. But we're not going to let it make us bitter. No, we're not.
No going to Florida this year.
No, we're not going to Florida.
We're stuck here.
But you can travel the world through your internet.
There you go.
Yeah.
We have people joining us from who knows where. Hopefully you've made a comment and tell us where you're
lots
watching
of people
from.
are making comments.
But technology is pretty amazing to be able to do this on Valentine's night.
Now, I heard that for those who do not want Alexa listening in on your conversations, they have come up with a male version of Alexa.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about anything because he doesn't listen to anything. He's just not there. He is just out to lunch.
No worries.
Not listening.
Sometimes us guys can have hearing issues. We might hear but not listen. We might not take it all in and understand.
Yeah.
And, James,
Yes.
in the book of James, the Apostle James, says we need to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. In fact, one of the sessions we do in our marriage seminars that we do across the country when it's not lockdown, is called Quick to Listen. And so all about communication.
And women
It's
can
an
learn how to
issue.
listen too. We need to learn how to listen empathetically. Anyway, we're not going to get into all that right now. You know what? We found, came across this one couple here. I want to share with you, where they're in the kitchen, and she says, please, could you, next time you go to the shop, could you get a carton of milk? And if they have avocados, get 6.
And the guy listened closely, and he came back like this.
He said, they had avocados. Somehow he missed the point of what she was trying to say.
But I can see where he messed that up. He said, get a carton of milk. If they have avocados, get 6.
Avocados.
So anyways, just communication can sometimes get a little warped and mixed up.
So good thing we've got these marriage experts that help us on A Better Us. Another one of them is Dr. Grant Mullen.
Yeah, and along with his wife Kathy, they have a marriage ministry, and they do great work in ministering to couples. And so
they know how to be a bit fun and crazy when they share in their marriage seminars. And so they're going to bring us a little Valentine's greeting now. Here they are.
Happy Valentine's Day. Hi, I'm Grant Mullen.
And I'm Kathy Mullen. We're broadcasting live from our kitchen because that's what you do on A Better Us.
And that makes us a kitchen couple. We had a marriage crisis at year 13 and we both fell apart. Now, I knew Kathy needed help. She needed to see a counselor, but I was willing to go along with her just to be supportive.
And the counselor told us the key to our marriage was to have our hearts healed. So we walked through the healing process for a very long 18 months, but our marriage was transformed.
Our crisis forced us to get help, and it was one of the best decisions we ever made. It was clearly God's leading that we would face a crisis so He could get our attention.
God healed the cracks in the foundation of our marriage, and that launched us into our ministry of seeing other people healed the same way.
So stop avoiding difficult issues in your marriage. This is a perfect time to resolve them when you're locked up together. And if you need to see a counselor, go. Don't wait any longer.
Turn the annoying inconvenience of the pandemic into the turning point of your marriage.
So go and have a wonderful, socially distanced Valentine's. Wash your hands often and keep your mask on.
And watch A Better Us.
Bye.
Here you go.
Well, thank you, Grant and Kathy. It's great to hear from you. And we've got our hand sanitizer and our masks.
Wait a second. Wait. We don't need these.
We're at home.
We're at home. We don't need these
and this
things.
is Valentine's night.
That's
That
right.
means we could even kiss.
Up close and personal.
Anyway.
But when you think about it,
yeah.
the masks and the hand sanitizer and all of that, it's all about taking precautions now to ensure that you have a healthier future.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're doing tonight, isn't it?
Right. And I'm so glad you're taking the time to do this and to focus, try to set other things aside and just focus on this relationship,
Have a
which is so
future
important.
focus. You know, our time here is almost done with you, but we want to share one more really special moment with Dan McCauley.
Yeah, Dan and Danielle often come with us when we do cross Canada events and date nights. And he usually toward the end of the evening, we close it off, and Dan does a very special song that kind of gets our focus on the horizon in our marriage. You'll see some photos come up as he's singing, and it's just a beautiful song that gives us an idea of what does it really take to live out a kind of a lifelong love.
So here's Dan. Enjoy this.
Thanks, Ron and Ann. It has been so fun being a part of tonight. Thanks for having me. And for my last contribution to the night, I'm going to sing God Gave Me You, originally by Dave Barnes. And as I do, you're going to see those couples, young and old, couples that have pushed through thick and thin and stayed together. And hopefully that's an inspiration to you. I've been a walking heartache, I've made a mess of me. The person that I've been lately ain't who I wanna be. But you stay here right beside me, and Watch as the storm blows through, and I need you. God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. For when I think I've lost my way, there are no words here left to say it's true. God gave me you. Gave me you. There's more here than what we're seeing, the divine conspiracy. That you, an angel lovely, somehow fall for me. You'll always be love's great martyr. I'll be the flattered fool, and I need you. Oh, God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. For when I think I've lost my way, there are no words here left to say it's true. God gave me you. On my own I'm only half of what I could be. I can't do without you. We are stitched together, and one love has tethered. I pray we never undo. God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. For when I think I've lost my way, there are no words here left to say it's true. God gave me you. Gave me you. Oh, gave me you.
Thanks, Dan. Oh, I love those pictures, that then and now
Isn't that neat?
pictures
Yeah.
of those couples. And you know what? You know that they lived a lifetime of ups and downs between those two pictures, you know? Like they had to learn how to navigate through some pretty tough waters. I'm sure of it. They had to learn how to communicate. They had to learn how to control their anger. They had to learn how to put each other first. You do all of that to get to that place in your marriage.
And you know what? Sometimes those things that bother us, the little things that we make into big things, and then our selfishness and pride get in the way, and it can stop us from having that kind of lifelong love that we really want to have, that God wants us to have.
Yeah.
And I was reminded of my parents, David and Norma Jean Maines, as I was seeing all those photos.
You know David and Norma Jean Maines, founders of Crossroads, 100 Huntley Street.
Well, Dad passed away in 2017, and 6 days before he passed away, Mom and Dad celebrated their 59th wedding anniversary right there in the hospital. And so some of us family were there. We brought a couple of cakes in, and we sang Happy Anniversary. And in fact, we have a photo of that time. And there they are,
special.
Still so much in love. You could still see the love in their eyes as they looked at each other. And many years, their marriage wasn't perfect, as ours is not perfect. None of us have that. But they were connected to each other in a special way. And I think first and foremost because of the connection with God. We always say closer to God means closer to each other. And there's something special about praying together, about doing life together with God at the center, and having times even in the Bible reading and devotions together that help to cement that relationship.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about making little things big things. There's also a danger in making big things little things. And what I mean by that is the biggest part of your marriage is your individual relationship with God. My individual relationship with God, your individual, that is the most important part of our marriage. And so often life gets busy and it's so easy to make that big thing something so little in our lives. We need to avoid that. Don't do that. Keep God at the center of your life as an individual and at the center of your marriage. That will protect what the two of you are building together.
There's nothing better you can do than work on your relationship with God first, because what an impact that has on your relationship. And if you want someone to pray with you about that, talk with you about that, there's a prayer line that we have available, and it is simply 1-888-576-0065. 1-888-576-0065, and you can have someone pray with you about whatever it is you're going through.
Absolutely.
Now, this has been a special evening.
Yes, thank you
It's hard to believe it's gone by
for spending
so quickly. I don't know
your
what time it is.
Valentine's night with us. Thank you so much. We've loved it.
And we have not been able to get out and do marriage seminars and date night events and types of events where people normally pay for a ticket to come to events. We wanted to just make this free for everybody who can tune in on Facebook and YouTube, and we're so glad you did do that. And we thought we'd maybe just mention that if you want to make a donation to our ministry, it's called Heart to Heart Marriage and Family Ministries. We produce the A Better Us program, and I'm the president. And so you can go to our website at abetterus.tv and click the donate button, and no pressure at all. But if that's something that you feel led to do, if you enjoyed this evening, you can do that.
And we want to give a shout out to our production partners of A Better Us, Crossroads Christian Communications.
Yeah, the 100 Huntley Street team
they
and
partner
crew.
with us in producing the show, and we're thankful for that.
Yeah, and we're so glad they also had us on their Facebook and YouTube tonight as well. Maybe that's where you tuned in. And one more mention about the door prize.
Yes.
Okay.
We're drawing the door prize tomorrow night, February 15th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So if you're watching this anytime during the day, February 15th, it's not too late to enter for the door prize. And to do that, just visit our website at abetterus.tv and you'll see the information there.
Yeah, there should be a link there. You could even click in the comments. Or another easy way, if you can't find the link, is just door prize at abetterus.tv. There's actually 3 prizes. There's a grand prize with lots of goodies, and then there's a couple of other prizes with our Better Us mugs with kisses in them.
Some chocolates.
And so we'll notify you by email if you are the winner. In fact, maybe we'll even try to do a draw on Facebook Live. I don't know. We'll see if that works tomorrow night.
Absolutely. And when you do register for the door prize, you will also receive our weekly marriage moment email every Friday.
Little encouragement, inspiration for your marriage every week.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for joining us. This has been so much fun. We still have a little bit of more chocolate left, and so we'll just keep munching on our chocolate. And you guys have a great Valentine's night. We're going to go watch Pride and Prejudice, I guess, aren't we?
We are.
You heard him.
I didn't sign up for that.
Oh, yes, you did.
Anyway, happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay,
bye, guys.